Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. And today we have three very familiar faces by now. Irene, Ariel, Mystery.
That's correct.
I finally got it right.
Yay.
Irene, you're well on your way to becoming a yoga addict. You're here 3 days in a row.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
You have a lot of perspectives to you. So do you want to give us another dimension to you?
Absolutely. One of the things I do is I am a BDSM educator.
What's that?
It's bondage and domination, domination and submission, and yes, there is some sadism and masochism.
Wow, those are big words.
Big words. The point is that it doesn't have to be, kink does not have to be about pain. What I do, I don't do any pain. Most of my instruments, the so-called torture instruments, are made of feather, or fur.
You torture us with a feather?
Yes.
Irene, now I worry.
Absolutely. Because tickling is one of the tortures.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about sensation. It could be hot and cold. You can put something icy and then something hot. And it creates sensation. And people get in what's called subzone. And at that point, you cannot distinguish pleasure from pain. Ever had a pain that's actually so almost good?
Right.
Or something pleasure, something wonderful, and it's almost hurts.
painful. Right.
Yes, at some point, it's almost like you're being hypnotized. You're in the zone, and any sensation becomes just a sensation and not pain.
That's fascinating.
And that's what I like to work with.
Wonderful. I think we should have you on as a special guest so you can have plenty of time to tell us a lot more
bring
about
my
yourself.
toys. It would
That'd
be my
be lovely.
pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. Sarah Torres.
Hello.
You knew I was coming to you next, right?
Yes,
Sarah to my immediate left. Sarah,
Hi.
any other dimension to yourself? Any hidden racing history?
Racing history. I don't
Any
want to talk
secret-
about history.
Any secret side to you?
Well, I don't talk about it much, but I'm pursuing a career in acting.
Okay.
So I guess I'd say that's hidden because I normally, I'll audition and sometimes I land stuff. I just don't talk about it. I don't know. It's,
Well, when you're up there in Hollywood
basically,
or wherever,
I feel
send us a
theater
note.
is one thing, and it's a good place to start, but that's not exactly where I want to be or stay.
Right.
So
Not
it's
stay at acting, you mean?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
beyond
In the
that.
theater, acting in the theater, I don't want to get stuck there.
Right.
But it seems to be the easiest thing I can get, and they pay pretty nice most of the time.
Yeah. Hey, whatever brings the food on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's deferred because you have to wait for the performers.
Right.
The performance nights, and then you get the money from the ticket, and they give
Right.
you your not a stipend, but a
Still
deferred
works.
payment. Yeah, it definitely still works. And, wherever I get extra work, I'll go ahead and do that. But
Right.
usually it's just, background stuff, so it's
What kind of roles would you like to play?
I would like to, I would like to say I would like to be a superhero I would love to do, or...
Oh, I can see
something
I
Teresa
can
with
imagine
a-
her in
with-
spandex
with a
or
cape
black
and
leather.
spandex,
Oh
right.
yeah.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. Anything that's really exciting, action,
Right.
adventure. I would love to be a climber, anything survivor.
Hey,
I'll be
wow.
an
Trust me.
excellent zombie killer.
You want to start levitating before you start flying, so maybe you want to do some levitation right here.
Yes.
I can hypnotize her and she'll think she's
She'll think she's
levitating.
levitating, that's right.
I could pretend.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Right. Welcome back to the show.
There we go, yay!
Welcome back to the show, Sarah. It's always a pleasure to have you back.
Let's see
Talisa
here.
Michela to my immediate right. Talisa.
Hi, Banu. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Pleasure.
I'm speechless because I don't exactly talk about anything, and I haven't really been going that route. I've been very quiet because I just like preparing for baby to come.
Oh, baby Buddha.
Yes.
Have you got a name for him yet? Are you ready to talk about that?
I won't share their name. I do
Okay.
have a couple names ready and prepared.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'm just going to keep it a surprise until the baby gets here.
And you're going to bring the little one
When
he's ready.
the baby's ready.
Okay, wonderful. We can't wait for that. By the time this episode airs, no, this episode's going to air mid-October. When are you due?
Late November.
Late November. Okay. So we'll see you in late November or maybe even in early December by the time we start going live.
This is
We'll have
possible.
the little bundle right here. That'll be nice.
Oh, we'll be giving
I
baby
know.
bottles on the air.
We'll all be doing happy baby.
Little baby.
Yoga Express airs 5 days a week on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35 at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's 1:30 New York time. And if you cannot watch us because you are not in Manhattan, this program airs only in Manhattan at the moment. If you cannot watch us because you're not in this borough, you could still watch us on our studio website, mnn.org. MNN stands for Manhattan Neighborhood Network. And to get an idea of what we do right here on the show, you could also visit my website, www.yogaexpress.com, YOGAXPRESS.com. What we're going to do today at the request of all our participants, and also I too feel we want to do some seated stretches today. We have not had a chance before today to really take you through each one of these stretches. We'll call out the names and we'll try to hold them a little longer. Plus, I think we're all in the mood for seated stretches, right?
Let's just sit down for
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, we want to sit down and chat, and while we're stretching, we're going to chat. Remember, if you want to come on this show, feel free to email me, banu.suresh@gmail.com. We will share with you a copy of my third title, Yoga Secrets, a sun salutation poster, and a postcard with a simple sequence called 48+. Now, we're all going to sit right where we are. I might just stagger myself, go back a little bit, and maybe Irene, you want to come back. And while we're getting into these postures, I'd like to thank our director, Josie Ann Hurd, and our facilitator, Rich. Thank you so much for setting up the studio lights and the sound system. Josie Ann, if we have the music, maybe we'll have it up just a little bit. Thank you. Tuck your left heel under. Are we doing the Ardha Matsyendra first? No, we'll start with cat, right? Let's go in order. I'm sorry. I know, looks like a lot of two cat fans here. You're a dog person, right?
I love cats.
You love cats too, okay. Let's come on our hands and knees. Knees directly below the hips. Hands directly below the shoulders.
We're
Toes are
friendly
curled in. We're all friendly cats. Toes are curled in. Fingers are nicely splayed. Get serious, girls. Come on. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, dip our torso, lift our chin, chest, and buttocks as we inhale. And then when we exhale, we'll arch our back and uncurl the toes. So keep your toes curled in. Inhale and dip. Exhale, uncurl your toes. Did I hear some purring? Arch your back. Let's try that one more time. Curl your toes in. Inhale. Dip your torso. Lift your chin, chest, and buttocks. Uncurl your toes. Arch your back. Let's come into neutral position. Just try to understand. The cat posture is also called Marjarya in Sanskrit. The cat posture is especially good for the spine because of the undulating motion. The spine goes in and out, and that's a wonderful massage without even touching your spine. You're giving yourself a bit of a massage. Now, let's all come up on our knees. Bring your knees a little closer to your hands, and then let's come up. Ustra Asana. Ustra is camel. Let's turn to face the front left of the mat. So the cameras here can pick us up. Cameras to our right. Now, we're going to attempt to reach our hands to our heels. Now, if you feel that it's going to be a little hard for you today, you can curl your toes in. Just remember, when you curl your toes in, there's more pressure on the knees. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Now, if you don't want to feel that pressure, keep your feet flat, the tops of your feet. Place your hands on your buttocks. Push your elbows back. That already opens up the chest. So this is also a good chest opener. Inhale, open up your chest, lift your chin up. When you get past midpoint, glide your hands down the back of your legs. Reach for the right heel with the right hand. Left heel goes for the left hand goes to the left heel, and then tilt your head back Tilt your pelvis forward and hold. Keep breathing.
I'm getting dizzy.
Okay, well, let's come up. Inhale, hands back. Remember, if you feel a little dizzy, you want to fold over just a little bit. If you feel dizzy going back, you should balance yourself out and just fold over just a little bit.
Now my ear is ringing.
Now, remember, what's happening is because we're going back and forward, the fluid in the inner ear is also moving. So sometimes that may be a bit much. It could be a sign of maybe low blood pressure, could be a sign of low blood count. So you want to just be careful that you don't move too fast into the postures. That's why we're moving very slowly. Let's take one more back bend while we're still on our knees. Sit on your heels. Let's come down on our heels. Be nice and comfortable. And if you feel you need to use a block under your buttocks, feel free to do that. It's right there behind you.
Thank you.
So feel free to do that. And also to take any tension off of your thighs, you might want to bring your knees apart just a little bit. And you want to try your best to either sit on the block or sit on your heels. Just make sure you make the connection. You don't want to lift yourself and keep yourself in midair because that's when tension builds up.
Sitting like
Place
this
you-
is a stretch in itself.
It is a stretch,
It's so
exactly.
good.
It's a wonderful quad stretch. It's a stretch for the front of the thighs. It's also a stretch for your ankles.
Kill it on the
And when you
knees.
go back, it opens up the chest, opens up the pectorals, intercostal muscles, enhances lung power because you're opening up. Very gently lower your right elbow to the ground and then your left. And when both your elbows are down, tilt your head back. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring your knees close. Now, if you're using a block, as Irene might be using, you don't have to go down all the way, Irene. What
I'm
you
not
want to do?
bendable.
No, you can't because the block is in the way. What you want to do is just stay up. Keep your elbows
what I'm
up
gonna do.
and tilt back. Now, since we are not using the block, we're going to go back down. You want to make sure you don't lift your knees off. When you do that, you're actually putting pressure on the ankles. So keep your knees down, challenge yourself, and bring your knees close. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Bring your knees apart, hold it right there, and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Press with your palms very gently. Let's come up. And Sarah, the next one is for you. We're going to fold over. In case you feel a little dizzy, this is a good time to relax. So bring your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms on the ground. Keep your elbows raised. That helps you stay in the moment, helps you stay alert. You can bring your elbows down. That's fine. If you're very flexible, that's going to come down automatically. But just make sure your mind stays alert. You don't want to get too comfortable. Inhale, engage your low back muscles. Press your palms together. Keep inhaling and let's come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Let's all sit down. Tuck your left heel. The postures we just came out of, the two postures we went back once and then forward. When we went back with our elbows down, that's Supta Vajra, supine diamond, and we came down in rabbit. Tuck your left heel under your right buttock. Cross your right foot over your left feet. Make whatever adaptations you need to. The idea is to feel a little bit of a twist in your obliques on the sides of your waist. So if you can get into this posture without having to cross your foot over the knee, that's fine. In fact, that's a good demo right there, what Telesa's doing. Push your right knee in. Sarah, you're already into the posture. Push your right knee in. Torque your upper body to the right. Hold on to the right knee with the left hand. Take your right hand behind, and if you want to just stay here, that's fine. Keep exhaling as you go deeper. Now, if you want to take this a step further, hold on to your right knee with your right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Ardha Matsyendra. Half spinal twist. Exhale. Dip your left elbow over the right knee. Use any props. Use your hands if you need to hold on. Place your left hand on your left knee and then take your right hand and then turn all the way behind. Ardha is half. Matsya is fish. Matsyendra, Lord of the Fishes. Half Lord of the Fishes or half spinal twist. Inhale, let's come out of that. And let's switch legs. Now remember, when you cross your legs over and you try to hold one hand to the opposite knee, what you're really trying to do is make that connection. So make sure you don't leave your hands suspended. Tuck your right heel under the left buttock. cross the left foot over the right knee. So you're already quarter way there when you push your left knee in all the way to the right and torque your upper body to the left. Hold on to the left knee with the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. And one side seems to cooperate a lot more. Hold on to the right knee with the right hand. Take your left hand behind you and turn. You could also take it a little further if you want. Do what Sarah's doing right now. You can clasp your fingers on the opposite hands together by taking your hand through under your left knee. That's not going to happen for me today, so I'm going to stay where I am. Turn back. Inhale. Let's release. Release the hands first. Untangle your legs. Let's extend the left leg out in front of you. Attach the sole of your right foot, or actually keep your right foot close to the inside of your upper left thigh. Hold on to your right ankle with your left hand. Take your right knee out to the side just a little bit. Now, inhale, the right knee is up. This time, inhale, the right arm up. Keep your left foot flexed. Exhale, fold from the hip. Wrap your right hand around your right knee. Clasp. Take the left hand from behind. Clasp the opposite fingers. That's it. And then look over your right shoulder. When you look over your right shoulder, make sure your left shoulder doesn't come with you. It's okay to have fun, but you also want to make sure that you have your little goal in mind. Keep getting into the stretch, but also enjoy yourself. Take your left shoulder as far back as you can. Inhale. Release the hands first. And then let's switch legs. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Keep your right foot flexed. Bring the left foot close to the inside of the upper right thigh. Hold on to the left ankle with the right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, lean forward, wrap your left hand around your left ankle. Take your right hand from behind and then clasp the opposite fingers. No, that's perfectly all right. Oh, you're holding on. That's good.
Am I in the right way?
You're doing fine, and you're using a belt. So if you want to wrap it around your knee, but even what you're doing is fine. But if you wrap it around your knee, you're challenging yourself more. But that's fine. If you're comfortable there, hold on to the opposite fingers. If you're wrapping your fingers around your knee and you feel your hands are not going to make the connection today, do what Irene is doing. Use a belt or a face wash to help you make that connection. Look over your left shoulder, and don't forget to breathe. Open up your right shoulder. Very nice. Inhale, release the hands first, and then bring your left knee down all the way. The posture we just came out of is Marichasana. Marich, or ray of light, was also the name of a sage. Bring your left knee down all the way. Attach the sole of the left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh. Right leg is extended, right foot is flexed. You want to turn to face the extended leg. Now, I'm going to stagger myself so we don't hit each other. Inhale, Janu Sirsha. Inhale the arms all the way overhead. Janu is knee, Sirsha is head. Literally, it's head to knee. That's the aim. You don't have to touch your forehead to the knee just yet if it's not going to happen today. Just aim to do that. Exhale and fold. Now, if your hands come over your feet or way beyond your feet, that's good. You can make more adaptations. If your hands are over your feet, give yourself a little bit of a massage, a little bit of a foot massage. Remember, the nerves that end in the big toe lead to the eyes. So you're really refreshing the optic nerves. And pull yourself forward. Aim for your knee. So forehead goes towards the knee 1 inch at a time. If your forehead is already on your knee, you want to take yourself further. Place your elbows on the floor. Inhale. Press your palms together. Engage your low back muscles. And let's come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. And let's switch sides. You know, I just realized I'm giving our subway station a lot of publicity. I might get in trouble for that. Extend your left leg out. Flex your left foot. Tuck the sole. Attach the sole of the right foot to the inside of the upper left thigh. Bring your right knee all the way down. Turn to face, the upper body turns to face the extended leg. Inhale, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Exhale, fold from the hip. Wrap your hands over your feet or hold on to your big toe or all the toes. Give yourself a little bit of a massage and then pull yourself forward.
If you want to experience a sensation of your head to the knee, you can actually bring your knee up, bend your knee just a little bit to try and have your forehead touch the knee. But remember, if that happens, you also should be aware that you do have the sensation of forehead to knee or head to knee, but you may not be getting the full stretch in the back of your legs. As long as you know that, that's fine. Inhale, press your palms together, engage your low back muscles, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Extend the right leg out. So Janu Sirsha, we move on to Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana is bird beak. Keep both your legs extended, both feet are flexed. Inhale, keep your back nice and straight. Inhale, take your palms all the way overhead. Palms face in. Clasp your palms together. Exhale, fold from the hip. Hold on to either your big toes or place your hands over the soles of your feet. And if you're able to get there, if you're not able to get over your hands over your feet, you can place your hands at your ankles, your shin, even your knees. You just want to make contact. You do not want to stay in midair. Pull yourself forward. With every sip of air that you exhale, you'll bring yourself forward just a little more. Hold it right there. Engage your low back. Press your palms together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Transitioning into cow face, tuck your left foot under the right buttock and right foot goes over the left knee. The difference between this and the Ardha Matsyendra half spinal twist is that both your feet face the back of the mat. So this time you don't want to keep your right foot flat. You want to take your right foot, you want your right foot to face the back as well. Try and align both your knees one on top of each other the way Talisa and Sarah have it. And what you want to do is make sure that at least you're sitting comfortably. You don't want any tension because you're feeling uneven. So make any adjustments you need to. Right knee is up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left hand behind your neck. Take your right hand from behind. Hold on to the opposite fingers. Now once you've made that connection, inhale, lift your chin up, open up your chest and hold. This is also considered an excellent meditative posture. If you're very comfortable, whenever you're very comfortable in this posture, you could close your eyes and keep breathing in a very relaxed manner. Inhale, release the hands first, and let's switch legs. Tuck the right heel, let's untangle our leg. Tuck the right heel under the left buttock. Cross the left foot over the right knee. Make sure the soles of both your feet face the back of the room. We have about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes left. So I'm going to bring my cheat sheet a little closer. We might be able to finish the seated posture. I'm going to give it a try. Now, this side of my body, and you probably, maybe all of you feel that too. I don't know. This side feels a little more, feels a little more flexible than the other. We all have our imbalances. It's good to acknowledge that. Now, left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right hand behind your neck. Take your left hand from behind. Clasp the opposite fingers. Once you've made that connection, you can wiggle your biceps, close your ears. Inhale, open up your chest, lift your chin up, and hold. Close your eyes for just a second. It feels quite meditative when you're comfortable. If you're in discomfort, just release the posture. Inhale, release the hands first, and then as gracefully as you can, we're going to transition to kapot or pigeon. Swing the left leg all the way to the back. And again, if you need to make adaptations in this posture, feel free. Take your left leg all the way back. So from cow face or go mukha. Go is cow, mukha is face. We're going to take you through kapot or pigeon. Kapot literally translates to pigeon in Sanskrit. Now, you could bring your right foot out to the front. The further you bring it to the front, the more of a challenge it's going to be. For me, I'm happy where I am because that's where I'm able to center my buttocks. Whatever you do, you want to make sure your buttocks are nicely centered. You want to find your center of gravity. Take your left foot all the way to the back. How do you feel?
I was trying to see if I could
take
move
it
it
further
out,
forward.
but then I'm like,
You might find the other. You don't want to do that. Not yet. And plus, this one you want to feel the bend. You want to feel the stretch on the outside. When you do the splits, you may not feel the abductor muscle stretch as much. You'll feel more of a pelvic stretch. So the purpose of this posture is to feel the abductor stretch on the outside of your upper right thigh, of both thighs in turns. So that's where you're good there, right there. And just center your buttocks. So you want to feel nicely aligned.
Place both your palms nice and firm, look up, and let's take this one step further. Josiane, this one is for you. I know you won't feel this posture is complete till we fold over. Exhale and fold. Lead with the chest. Inhale, press with your palms, come up with a straight back. And let's switch legs. Bring your left leg forward, take the right leg all the way to the back, kapot or pigeon. Now, if you feel this is not challenging you enough, Sarah, what you might want to do is also go into king pigeon. You fold your leg, and then you hold on to the opposite hand. No, if she wants to, because sometimes if you don't feel the stretch, yes, you could do that. If you don't feel the stretch,
balance.
well, that's another thing. You want to use this hand for balance. You don't want to let that hand go. So you want to center yourself. Make sure your buttocks are nicely centered. That's important. So I'm not going to go in. That's called king pigeon. So if you go into, and you can also use the same hand. You don't have to use the opposite hand. Yeah, use the same hand. It's a little more easier to align. And take the right leg all the way out to the back. Now, exhale, fold from the hip.
Oh, that feels great.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Very nice. You're actually folding over, holding onto your ankles.
Yeah.
Good.
Impressive.
Well, no, I didn't expect. I thought you were going to release a hand. Inhale, bring your right knee in, and let's sit on our heels. So bring your knees together. Let's sit on our heels. Now, Maha Mudra or grand gesture, which means the whole body is folding over in a kind of, it's a kind of a salutation, but it's with your knees folded. Now, take both your hands behind your back. You could hold on to the opposite elbows, or you could do what's called a reverse namaste. Do you want to turn around? You want actually, you have it too. Let's all turn around so they can see. Let's give it a shot. Let's all turn around for just a moment so our viewers can see. Place your palms in what's called a reverse namaste. Okay? I'm going to turn back because folding over in this posture is not very comfortable for me. I'm going to give it a shot. Exhale, fold from the hip. Maha Mudra.
Well, my hair reaches.
That's
You're
okay.
making
One
contact.
step at a
I'm
time.
making contact.
Engage your low back muscles. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Maha Mudra or grand gesture. As we transition, release the arms. As we transition into the next posture, our titles are rolling. We'd like to thank Josiane Hurd, our director. Rich, thanks for facilitating the studio lights and the sound. Extend your legs out in front of you. On behalf of Irene Mystery, Irene Ariel Mystery, Sarah Torres, and Talisa Michela. This is Banu Suresh signing off, and you are watching Yogaxpress. We're going to take you through a posture called Paripurna Nava. Paripurna is overflowing or full boat. Nava is boat. Keep both your legs extended in front of you. Your feet are flexed. Here's what we're going to do. Resist the temptation to engage your quad muscles. We're going to engage our lower abdominal muscles and your low back. So you're going to use your equator, your fulcrum, to lift your legs off of the floor. First, inhale. Bring your arms out in front of you. Palms are facing each other. Paripurnava. Inhale. Lift your legs off of the floor. You need to lean back. It's a bit of a balanced posture. Engage your low back and your low abdominal muscles. Exhale. Very gently. Release the legs. And then release the arms. Bring your feet to face each other. Soles of both your feet face each other. Baddha Kona or Kabla. No, go forward. Go forward. Baddha Kona or Kabla. Baddha is bound. Kona is corner. Bound angle. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's right. We both will stagger back. Now, keep both your soles together. Hold them together nicely with your hands. In fact, typically in India, the Kablas actually do sit this way. They sit like this with this big metal nail, your footwear on it, and